Right off the top here at 6 tonight, an Air Canada plane forced to divert to Logan Airport after the captain became incapacitated and needed urgent medical attention. Emergency crews met the plane on the tarmac, rushing that pilot to Mass General.
Now, the co-pilot took over and put the plane on the ground safely. And as WBZ's Aaron Parsegian reports, pilots say they train for this sort of situation.
We now know it was the captain of this plane who suffered a medical emergency during the flight. The co-pilot took over and made a safe emergency landing here at Logan Airport just around 2 o'clock this afternoon. Sky Eye video shows the urgency on the tarmac within minutes of the Air Canada flight making that emergency landing. You can see ambulances driving down the runway and up to the cockpit, where we saw the pilot being put on a stretcher and into the back of an ambulance. They were then taken to Mass General Hospital. Current condition right now is not known. Afterwards, the plane taxied to the gate. The 61 passengers aboard got off unharmed and their bags were removed from the plane. A pilot and aviation expert we talked with says this is the exact reason there are 2 pilots in the cockpit of every commercial flight.
A lot of people have this idea that a co-pilot is kind of an apprentice, or kind of there to lend a helping hand, and that's not really how it works. Both pilots, as I keep saying, are fully qualified and can operate the airplane. To do so with one of the 2 pilots incapacitated would have increased the workload for the other pilot. Today in Boston, the weather was nice, so that would have made things a little easier. So a higher workload, a little more demanding, a little more challenging, but nothing that either pilot couldn't have handled.
In a statement, Air Canada says they are now working to provide travel arrangements for those 61 affected customers. At Logan Airport, Aaron Parsegian, WBZ News.